Hi everyone, it's Becky from Book Obsessed Becky, and wow, has it been a while since I popped on here. Don't mind the wet hair. I had serious bedhead, but who cares about that? I wanted to hop on here with a book haul, not like my whole summer book haul, because I got some books over the summer, but just my book of the month book haul. So like from July until October, so I guess it's like fall, like early fall, summer, early fall book haul. So grab something warm to drink if you're in the colder areas, or heck, even if you're not, grab something to drink anyways, because we might be here for a minute, because I haven't done this in a hot minute. So yeah, and I apologize if you see reflections in my glasses. There's a window right on the other side of the camera. My living room is all windows, so it doesn't matter where I am, there's going to be reflections. So anyways, I've got quite a stack here, like 8 books, I think it's like 8, and it's a mix of stuff, and I have only read one of them so far. So the first one I'm going to start off with, well, I'll show you the stack, even though you just saw it on the thumbnail, but it's pretty good size. The first one I'm going to start off with is a Katherine Center one, and it's called Hello Stranger. I have only ever read one book by her, and it was, I think it was The Bodyguard, and I really loved that book. It was a closed-door romance, so I'm hoping that this is a closed-door romance as well. It says, after an accident, it's hard to face your issues when you literally can't recognize faces. So the main character, Sadie, struggles to cope with everything that's going on while she's still trying to live out her artistic dreams. She has this accident and now she can't recognize faces, so she's trying to figure life out, work through family struggles. She kind of falls in love with 2 men, or lusts after 2 men, and she also has a dog in there. So yeah, she's trying to keep it all together while not knowing who is who, and still become the artist that she wants to be. At least that's what I think it's about. Book of the month doesn't give much to go on, so that's kind of what I got here. But I'm excited about it, and I can't imagine not recognizing faces. That would be kind of terrifying. But Katherine Center, here we go. The next one is an Elin Hilderbrand book, and over the summer I read her, I think it was called The Hotel Nantucket, and it was the first book I've ever read by her. So this is a new one that I got. It's called The 5-Star Weekend. I'm very excited to dive into this because I really enjoyed Hotel Nantucket. This one is also from July. I think it was my add-on pick. It says, Hollis Shaw's life seems picture perfect. She's the creator of a popular food blog, Hungry with Hollis, and is married to Matthew, a dreamy heart surgeon. But after she and Matthew get into a heated argument, one snowy morning, he leaves for the airport and is killed in a car accident. The cracks in Hollis's perfect life, her strained marriage, and her complicated relationship with her daughter, Caroline, grow deeper. So when Hollis hears about something called a 5-Star Weekend, one woman organizes a trip for her best friend from each phase of her life, her teenage years, her 20s, her 30s, and midlife. She decides to host her own 5-Star Weekend on Nantucket. But her weekend doesn't turn out to be a joyful Hallmark movie. The husband of Hollis's childhood friend, Tatum, arranges for Hollis's first love, Jack, to spend time with him, stirring up old feelings. Meanwhile, Tatum is forced to play nice with abrasive and elitist Breanne, Hollis's best friend from UNC Chapel Hill. Breanne's career as a prominent Chicago sports agent is in jeopardy after comments about a client's mental health issues are misconstrued online. Brooke, Hollis's friend from her 30s, has just discovered that her husband is having an inappropriate relationship with a woman at work. Again. And then there's Gigi, a stranger to everyone, including Hollis, who reached out to Hollis on her blog. Gigi embodies an unusual grace, and as it happens, has many secrets of her own. So, yeah, I'm excited about this, especially if it's as good as The Hotel Nantucket. Stoked. Has anybody read this book? or this book, because I like romance books, but I don't want all the sex steamy scenes. I like the closed door kind of romance the best. So I'm hoping that that's what happens in these books. We'll see. Okay, so now moving on to my August picks, which is Lisa Jewell. None of this is true. I've never read anything by this author. And Riley Sager, The Only One Left. I have read one book by Riley Sager before, and I think it was called Survive the Night, and I really enjoyed that. So, these two books. The first one, None of This is True, is, I'm going to read the blurb because I have no idea. It says, celebrating her 45th birthday at the hot new local pub, popular podcaster Alex crosses paths with an unassuming woman called Josie. Josie, it turns out, is also celebrating her 45th birthday. They are, in fact, birthday twins. A few days later, Alex and Josie bump into each other again, this time outside Alex's children's school. Josie's been listening to Alex's podcast and thinks she might be an interesting subject for her new series. She is, she tells Alex, on the cusp of great changes in her life. Josie's life appears to be strange and complicated, and although Alex finds her unsettling, she can't quite resist the temptation to keep going on the project. Slowly, she starts to realize that Josie is hiding some very dark secrets, and before she knows it, Josie has made her way into Alex's life and into her home. But as quickly as she's arrived, Josie disappears. Only then does Alex discover that Josie has left a terrible and terrifying legacy in her wake, and that Alex has become the subject of her own true crime podcast, with her life and family's lives in grave danger. Yeah, this sounds like it could definitely be twisty, turny, and kind of creepy. So maybe a little bit perfect for this time of year. Okay, this one, I was very excited about this book when I heard about it. I heard about it on April's channel, getting hugga with it. It's like a Lizzie Borden type deal. So this is what the blurb says. Oh, and it takes place, I believe, in Maine, on an island in Maine, I think. So it says, at 17, Laura Hope hung her sister with a rope. Now reduced to a schoolyard chant, the Hope family murders shocked the Maine coast one bloody night in 1929. While most people assume 17-year-old Lenora was responsible, the police were never able to prove it. Other than her denial after the killings, she has never spoken publicly about that night, nor has she set foot outside of Hope's End, the cliffside mansion where the massacre occurred. Stabbed her father with a knife, took another's happy life. It's now 1983, and home health aide Kit arrives at a decaying Hope's End to care for Lenora after a previous nurse fled in the middle of the night. In her 70s and confined to a wheelchair, Lenora is rendered mute by a series of strokes and can only communicate with Kit by tapping out sentences on an old typewriter. One night, Lenora uses it to make a tantalizing offer. I want to tell you everything. It wasn't me, Lenora said, but she's the only one that's not dead. As Kit helps Lenora write about the events leading to the Hope family massacre, it becomes clear there's more to the tale than people know. But when details about the predecessor's departure come to light, Kit starts to suspect Lenora might not be telling the complete truth, and that the seemingly harmless woman in her care could be far more dangerous than she first thought. Yes, please. I am excited for this book. I don't read a lot of thrillers or like horror-y type books, but I really loved The Only One Left by him. So I'm hoping that this is just as good. Fingers crossed. I know this one's been making its way around BookTube and like Instagram. The same with this one. So lots of hype. Hopefully they hold up to the hype. Okay. So this book is my September pick, and it's called Evil Eye. I was kind of on the fence about September's picks. I didn't know which one I wanted, so I kind of held off. And then I went to my local, it's like 2 hours to get there, 2 hours to get home, bookstore. And I saw this one in person, and I thought, you know what, this is going to be my Book of the Month pick. So the little blurb that Book of the Month gives, it says, brace yourself to feel all the feels in this meditative look at a Palestinian-American woman confronting her past and the trauma in it. I don't think I want to know any more about it than that, because I think it'd be best to go in blind with this one. I don't know. I'm excited. I think I've said that about every one of these books so far, but you know, it's true. This was October's pick. I've got 3 of them here, and only one of them I have read. Because, hello, cozy season and magic and witches, I was just like, I need to pick this one up. So, the first one is The Unfortunate Side Effects of Heartbreak and Magic. And this book was described as a Gilmore Girls meets Practical Magic type of book. Honestly, I didn't get the Gilmore Girl vibe in this book, and I liked the book. But I liked it even more once I hit like page 200 and kept going. So I'm not really sure how to explain it because I don't want to give anything away. So I'm going to read you the blurb on the back. It says, Sadie has always believed that the curse of 4 heartbreaks that accompanies her magic would be worth the price. But when her grandmother is diagnosed with cancer with only weeks to live in her first heartbreak, Jack, nope, it's not Jack, it's Jake, returns to town after a decade, her carefully constructed life begins to unravel. With the news of their grandmother's impending death, Sadie's estranged twin brother Seth returns to town, bringing with him deeply buried family secrets that threaten to tear Sadie's world apart. Their grandmother has been the backbone of the family for generations, and with her death, Sadie isn't sure she'll have the strength to keep the family and her magic together. As feelings for Jake begin to rekindle, and with her grandmother growing sicker by the day, Sadie faces the last of her heartbreaks, and she has to decide, is love more important than magic? Okay, so the whole curse thing with the magic, once they hit a certain age, the grandmother sits the twins down and explains to them that they have a certain type of magic, but if they accept this type of magic that they have, they also have to accept the curse that goes along with this magic. And each person in the family that accepts the magic has a different curse. So Sadie's curse is heartbreaks. Seth's curse is completely different. I'm not going to say any more than that. It was good, but don't expect the Gilmore Girl vibe that it says on different things that I've seen. Like, I think I saw it on like Book of the Month. I think I saw it on Goodreads with that description. I didn't think it fit that, but I enjoyed it. All right. The next one is The Unmaking of June Farrow. I think that's how you say the name. Again, another October pick, and I think it's kind of a witchy book. It says, in the small mountain town of Jasper, North Carolina, June is waiting for fate to find her. The Farrow women are known for their thriving flower farm and for the mysterious curse that has plagued their family line. The whole town remembers the madness that led to Susanna Farrow's disappearance, leaving her daughter June to be raised by her grandmother and haunted by rumors. It's been a year since June started seeing and hearing things that aren't there. Faint wind chimes, a voice calling her name, a mysterious door appearing out of nowhere. Signs of what June has always known is coming. But June is determined to end the curse once and for all, even if she must sacrifice the hope and love of a family of her own. After her grandmother's death, June discovers a series of cryptic clues regarding her mother's disappearance, except these only led to more questions. But could the door she once assumed was a hallucination be the answer she's been searching for? The next time it appears, June realizes that she can touch it and walk through the threshold. And when she does, she embarks on a journey that will not only change both the past and the future, but also uncover the lingering mysteries of her small town and entangle her heart in an epic star-crossed love. This sounds really good, actually. I was going to pick this up after I had finished this one, but then I had ordered a new Kindle and I wanted to read something on that, so I never started this, but I think this is in the near future because this sounds really good. Okay, the last one is by V. Schwab, and it's called The Fragile Threads of Power. And this baby is a chunker, like, she thick. Okay. This one, I had read like the first chapter when I was trying to decide what to read next. But again, I wanted to read it on the Kindle. So, the Kindle won out. All right, this one says a new door opens. Once there were 4 worlds nestled like pages in a book, each pulsing with fantastical power and connected by a single city, London. After a desperate attempt to prevent corruption and ruin in the 4 Londons, there are only 3 Grey London thriving, but barely able to remember its magical heritage. Red London, ruled by the I'm terrible with names. Maresh family, maybe that's how you say it. Flourishing and powerful in white London, left to brutality and decay. Now the worlds are going to collide anew, brought a dangerous precipice by the discoveries of 3 remarkable magicians. Wow, I'm really bad at names, guys, and there's some names on here. All right, it says there's Koska? Whatever. The child queen of white London, who has nourished her city on blood and dreams, and whose growing devotion to both is leading to her own dangerous path. Then there's Delilah, born a thief in grey London, who crossed the worlds to become a far legend far from there. No, not to become a far legend. To become a legend far from there. She's an infamous magician, a devious heroine, and a risk-taking rogue, all rolled into an unforgettable package. Having disappeared to seek a new adventure, an old favor now calls Leela back to the dangerous port to join some old friends who need more help than they realize. Last, there's Tess, a young runaway with an unusual and powerful ability, hiding out in Red London while trying to stay out of the limelight. Tess is the only one who can keep all the worlds from unraveling if she manages to stay alive first. So I had first heard about this book on Elliot's channel. I think that's called Elliot Brooks. She's a big fantasy reader, and I heard about it on there. I do own the Addie LaRue book. I can't remember the whole title of it, which I haven't read yet, but it sounds really good. It's on like the never-ending TBR that I've got going on. But has anybody read any of these books? Because like there's some seriously good ones in here. Like Book of the Month was slamming it over the summer and early fall, and I'm excited about each one of these. But yeah, if you've read any of these, please let me know. Let me know if you thought they were good. If you would recommend I read any one over the other first, let me know that too. So just to give you a quick catch up, because it's been since June since I've been on here. Not that I have a huge following, but you know, just gonna throw it out there. We've had a lot going on in our family. There's been a death in the family. We've put a new roof on our house. My son was home, and trying to do anything with him around and my dog, it can be rough, especially when I'm shy and I don't want him seeing me record. So there's that. And then I was going to start recording after school started in September, but I don't know who else has kids, but they're like little petri dishes. When they all get together, they come home and then everybody's sick. So I've been sick with the dreaded cold that's been going around. Not COVID. I tested for COVID. It wasn't COVID, but it was just a terrible like chest and head cold. So I got hit with that. And that brings us to the middle of October. So yeah, I've got a lot of books that I've read over the summer. I bought a bunch of books. So I have a lot I could talk about. It's just getting back in the swing of doing it all again. Not that I've done it a lot, but but just doing it in general, because it's just very nerve-wracking. So yeah. What's everybody been up to? Did everybody have a good summer? Like, did you read good books? Let me know down below, because I'm super curious. And yeah, I'm going to get going. I gotta clean my house. My dog is asleep, so I want to make sure this video is done before he wakes up and starts being a little turd. But yeah, it's good to be back, I guess. Now I just need to get myself to edit this and actually post it, because I did record like 4 videos over the summer. They're still sitting on my computer. I haven't edited them or posted them. I don't know if I will. But hopefully this one makes it. All right, guys. I will talk to you later. I hope you're staying nice and cozy in cozy season. In the fall, pretty leaves, cold temperatures if you're, you know, on the eastern side of the States. Yeah. All right. I will speak to you all very soon. Bye.